I'm excited to be one of the first people to share with you the brand new Cricut mug. And guys, this time Cricut did not disappoint, but let's be real, do they ever disappoint? Every new product that they come out with is so unique, so high tech, and really solves a problem. Well, I'd like to introduce you to the Cricut Mug Press. So the Cricut Mug Press really makes creating mugs that are professional in minutes. It is so easy, it's safe, and really fail-proof. So you can now create professional mugs great for gifts or even everyday use. And guess what? They are forever lasting. So you know when we've made mugs in the past, we've used vinyl and eventually it may peel off, it may not withstand the dishwasher. Well, guess what? These are compatible with Infusible ink. That means it lasts forever. No peeling, no scraping, no bubbling, none of the problems that we've had in the past. Again, Cricut has hit a home run. So the Cricut Mug Press, this is it. Isn't she beautiful? So what I love about the Cricut Mug Press is that all you've got to do is cut whatever design you want. You can create it in Cricut Design Space. There are so many templates already created for you, or you can create your own. And there's a perfect template set up for each size mug. So again, no hard work on your end. So you cut your design, it's compatible, you can use the Infusible ink sheets. There are though new Infusible ink sheets that are sized perfectly for your mugs. They've thought of everything, but you can also use the standard Infusible ink sheets as well. Cut this on a Maker, the Joy, or the Explorer, any will work. You can also use your Infusible ink freehand markers and your Infusible ink machine pens and markers. So you can draw designs as well, and then you can even come back in with these freehand guys and add in some detail. I'm gonna show you a mug that I did at the end where I added some detail with the freehand markers, and it's so cute. So create your design, print it out, you wrap it around your mug, which I'm gonna show you how to do in just a second. Then you start your mug press. It will tell you when it's heated and ready. You open it up like that, stick your mug in, close it, and it has its own lighted time system. So it tells you exactly when it's done. There's no individual settings to worry about. It does all the work. Make it, put it in the press, let it go, and it'll tell you when it's ready. Take it out, cool, and voila, you have a professional mug. All right, so this guy is built for Infusible ink compatible mugs, which Cricut has created and packaged mugs. You can get multiple different sets online at Cricut.com along with everything else that you see here. So you've got your 15-ounce mug here, and then we also have our 12-ounce mug as well. They come in sets of 2, or you can get larger sets as well on Cricut. It's the straight-walled mugs. Keep that in mind though. None of those ones that curve. It's your straight wall mug, and it has to be Infusible ink compatible in order to work with Infusible ink, just like we're used to when we have done Infusible ink projects in the past. All right, should we get started? I'm gonna go ahead and open up Design Space, and I'm going to cut a design. I really like the one that says, "You got this." Being a mom, working full-time, have a newborn, 2 kids, it's been quite an adventure. So being able to have my coffee in a mug that says, "You got this," is definitely something that I need. And it's pretty too. So this was a design that was already created in Design Space. There are, again, hundreds of really cool designs that you can already use. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this with my Cricut Maker. And you'll notice that it actually cuts the plastic around it, that protective sheet, to fit right around your mug. So to get started, I'm gonna open Cricut Design Space. This was a design that was already created in Cricut Design Space. Remember, there are so many different designs that you could use, or you can use the mug template to create your own design. Possibilities are endless when it comes to designing your custom mug. Once I'm ready, I'm gonna hit Make It. As with any iron-on project, you want to remember to toggle on the mirror on button. Once we're ready, be sure to choose that you're cutting Infusible ink. And when I'm ready, I'm going to hit that lighted up C button on my Maker and let it do the work. Once it's cut, I'm going to weed my design, and now I'm ready to add it to my mug. So there's a couple important steps that you need to remember when you're doing this. One, you want to make sure that your design is sized based on the size mug that you created. That's actually something that you should do when you're in Design Space. But Just so you know, I'm using a 15-ounce mug for this design, and it was actually designed for a 15-ounce mug. If you want to reduce the size of it for a smaller mug, you can do that in Design Space. I went ahead and already used my lint roller to lint roll my mug. So just like with our other Infusible Ink projects, you want to make sure that your mug is lint free. Same thing with your design, just check it out, make sure that there's no lint or extra pieces from the Infusible Ink transfer sheets that you may have weeded and may have gotten stuck on there. So you'll notice that this design actually has tabs on it. So it is laid out to fit perfectly around our mug. So our first step is going to be to line it up. Now, what you want to do is you want to line up those tabs right there. And they're going to crisscross and overlap. That's gonna make sure that your design is straight. You also wanna make sure that you're really pushing your design against your mug. So if you feel some air bubbles in there, lift up that side and just pull it a little bit more taut. You wanna make sure that it's all laying flat. I noticed that I have a little piece right there that's not, so I'm gonna also lift up this side. And I'm gonna pull it taut, and I'm also gonna use my fingers to smooth it against. Now, if you are having any issues getting it to lay flat against, you can use your heat tape. So this tape is really great for a couple of reasons. So we're gonna end up putting a covering over here, but if, for instance, you have parts of your design that aren't laying flat, again, so you're afraid there might be some air bubbles, I think right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put my tape, I'm gonna keep it on that plastic. I don't want it to overlap onto my design because it may change the pressure and just may affect how my design is printed. So I wanna make sure that I'm actually just applying the tape to that clear plastic edge that's still there that was designed to be around my design. I'm gonna actually put a piece of butcher paper around my mug. This is going to protect my mug press. Just in case there was any bleed or slippage, it's not gonna get on the inside of my mug press. So you'll notice mine is a little bit long. I'm gonna trim it so that it fits right up against my design. And you wanna make sure that it's gonna cover the entire design. We're going to take our heat-safe tape and we're gonna tape it right on top of that design. Just use 1 to 2 pieces of tape and you should be good to go. Once our mug press is ready, what you do is you pull up the handle. You'll see that the door of the mug press opens. You're gonna take the handle of your mug and be very careful because the inside of this is very hot. We're going to take our mug and put it straight into our mug press. Till it sits down. Want to make sure that all of your design is actually covered within those heat walls. So you want to make sure that you take a look and that you don't see any part of your design. Now we're going to close the handle. Our mug is going to take just a few minutes to press, and we know the progress by the lights above. It lights up as it is pressing our mug until we get to the last one, and it will ding when it's ready. Once we hear the ding, we're going to lift up the handle on our mug press, carefully take the handle of our mug and lift it straight up. Beware, your handle is cool, but the rest of the inside of the mug press is very hot. Now we've got to let it cool before we reveal our design. I'm gonna set it on my Easy Press mat, but any heat-safe surface will work. Make sure it's fully cool before you reveal the design. Once the mug is cool to the touch, you can remove the Easy Press mat. You guys ready to see the design? All we've gotta do is remove the tape, our butcher paper, and the design. Ta-da! How cool does this look, guys? I'm so excited. I can see it from the back. Check it out. Wowzers! You guys, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, I love it. How awesome does that look, guys? And it's permanent, dishwasher safe, so easy to use. Look at that, in minutes, we created our own personalized mug. To find out more and shop the Cricut Mug Press, as well as all the Infusible Ink supplies you need, and those Infusible Ink compatible mugs that we used in 2 sizes, head to Cricut.com. And as always, I'll be sharing more projects using my mug press, and you can always visit me over at craftboxgirls.com or on social at craftboxgirls for more Cricut projects. All right, guys, stay tuned. I've got more coming your way. Happy crafting. Bye.